Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 18. Yeah, forgot what day it was. Day 18 of albums that are 45 years old in 2023. Albums from 1978, the year I started my rock and roll adventure, and it's been a good one. Yes. Even though I started before then, that was when I consider I officially started my rock and roll adventure because, well, things were muddled back then. Anything could have happened back then. But anyway, today we got an album from a band that started out in London in 1968. Going back in time. Oh, yes. Band that was started by John Anderson on vocals, Chris Squire on bass, Peter Banks on guitar, Tony Kate on keyboards, and Bill Buford on drums. Of course, we're talking about Yes. And that album is none other than Tormato. Yes, that lovely picture. Some guy with some kind of, I want to say, they look like maybe drumsticks, but they look also like wands. And it's got a tomato on it, a tomato. Same on the back. Uh, Great mystery. Maybe we can solve it. So anyway, I did a ranking of Yes albums not too long ago. Where is it here? Oh, there it is. And if I remember correctly, I put this at my number one. I I just love this album. A lot of people don't. A lot of people think it's the worst album. Some people put it right in the middle of their rankings. Excuse me. Uh, but and it was the last one with John Anderson and Rick Wakeman before they both decided to leave for a while. I mean, it was probably about 2 or 3 years before John Anderson came back and did 90125. Okay. Of course, the artwork was designed by Hypnosis. Of course, it pertains to Roger Dean logo. Let's see here. The picture was taken on the second highest hill on Dartmoor, the area of Moorland in Devon, England. So Wakeman claims to have thrown the tomato at the pictures. As he recalled, the band was disappointed with the initial artwork, which had cost a lot of money. Probably true. The album's title and cover was changed accordingly. Let's see here. I said it was somebody at Hypnosis who threw the tomato, and they did it so on purpose. Well, he said it assaulted him. Of course, according to Ella White, the band was unable to decide on a cover. Uh, so I guess it depends on who you talk to. Squire says it wasn't Rick; it was a gimmick to the lunacy of the Marx Brothers. So I guess take a pick. It just I'd never understood how members of a band can't agree on certain things, like this right here. They can't. You got people come up with different stories of how something went down. It seems to me that you would remember what was going on, um, or who did what. I don't know. But anyway, artwork aside, it didn't get very good reviews, I don't believe. Uh, it starts out with Future Times Rejoice. I think it starts out fantastic. Two combined great tunes. Don't Kill the Whale's good. Madrigal, great. Release. It's got a little live drum bit in there. I don't know if it was recorded live or they just added the live sound. I don't know. Arriving UFO. I got a story about that, but we'll come back to that in a sec. Circus of Heaven, which is okay. A lot of people don't enjoy that. It's got John Anderson's son on it, doing a little talking part. Onward, excellent tune, excellent. And then on the Silent Wings of Freedom, fantastic. The only weak track on here is Circus of Heaven, and I still enjoy that. It's a good. I think it's a cute little bit, especially with John having a son do a little vocal part. But back to Arriving UFO. Now, where I work, we have music playing on the showroom floor. And for years, we had the music provided via radio. Over the years, a lot of interference has come in. We have a lot of storage upstairs, so a lot of metal piping for fireplaces. And over the years, it's accumulated up there and slowly interfered with radio to the point where we could not get a decent radio signal from any decent station. So, fortunately, I was able to bring my old cell phone in. It was a lot smaller than this brick. I call this a brick. And put music on it and play music off that onto the showroom. And it's also provided music for the hold. When people were on hold, you knew you were still connected. One particular day, I decided that I'd put some Yes on there, and Tomato was one of the albums I put on the phone, along with a number of other Yes albums and Elton John and blah blah blah. Nothing really heavy, no heavy metal or hard rock, So anyway, I had it on shuffle, so would shuffle around. Well, not really shuffle. It was in alphabetical order. The songs were in alphabetical order. Anyway, one day, my boss, the owner of the place, Gene, comes to me and goes, "What the heck are you playing on the radio, with the stereo?" And I listened. And I go, I can't remember what it was at the time, but I told him, "Well, yeah, but I just want to know what the heck you got on there." And I go, "Well, why?" He goes, "Well, I just got a phone call from some lady. Said when she was on hold, she thought the devil was coming after her." I go, the devil was coming after. What the heck you talking about? She says, yeah. She says, I don't know what it was, but I felt like I was being about to be attacked by the devil. Anyway, the other parts guy, Dan, overheard. And he goes, I think I know what she's talking about. I go, what? She goes, probably that song I mentioned. And Dan had asked me what the heck it was. Well, it was Arriving UFO. And the moment he said that, I go, oh, it's probably the part where I think it's Steve is really going crazy on his guitar, and they're making the sound. Well, if you're familiar with the song, or not, it's about it was derived from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And knowing John Henderson, if he latches onto something, and he loves it, he's going to write a song about it. Hence why we got Tales of Topographic Oceans and such. So the bass and the guitar and everything is going, trying to do the part at the end of the Close Encounters where they're talking back and forth in this light and sound show. Just going crazy. So I just broke down laughing, and Gene goes, well, I go, it's yes, you like yes. He goes, well, yeah, but we can't have that on the radio. We can't have people saying, oh, I'm scared I'm being attacked by the devil. So anyway, I ended up having to delete the song. I didn't have to delete the album, just the song. So after that, I could not play that song anymore. So that's, I thought that a funny tale there. But yeah, when he said she was being attacked by the devil, I'm like, what the heck? I'm not playing any heavy metal music. But yeah, this is a great album. Like I said, a lot of people don't care for it. I really think it's a decent album. One I reach for the most. All Yes's albums are great. Some are like Heaven and Earth are kind of weak, but they still have good music on there, and I will listen to them any day of the week. But not as much as this one. This album is just. I wish John and Rick had left. Apparently, it wasn't because of this. It was because of what was to come. Because of what they were doing for drama, I guess. And from what I understand, Chris and Steve and they just wanted to do a little bit harder, a heavier album, and John and Rick didn't want to. So what can you do? Anyway, check it out. Make your own determination. Definitely check out the Arriving UFO, and you'll see what I'm talking about, what I was talking about. But overall, this is a fantastic album. They did issue some bonus tracks on the 2004 reissue. A song called Money, Picasso, Some Are Born, You Can Be Saved, High, Days, separate songs. Countryside, Everybody's Song, and an instrumental of Onward. I don't think I've heard those. I have to go find it, see if it's got on YouTube Music and check that out. So anyway, that's it for day 18. Got the weekend coming, or well, it's definitely the weekend. So anyway, enjoy your weekend, and we will see you on day 19. Hopefully I'll have a rakings video out this Monday. I'm thinking I'm going to alternate on that. Ranking the albums. It'll probably be an album cover ranking. I don't know yet. But I've kind of got something in the works. Plus, hopefully, if things go as planned, I'll be out of the small room and into a little bit bigger room with better lighting. I got this blaring light above me. If I don't have that light, I can barely see my desk, because the actual light behind me is not. I'm not talking about the one out there. I'm talking about the one in the ceiling. It's not that bright if I don't have this fluorescent light above my desk. So hopefully I'll be moving to a brighter locale. But we'll see. You know, sometimes you make plans, and you go to do those plans, and something comes along and they don't pan out. So we'll see. So anyway, have a good weekend, and we'll see you on day 19. Oh, before I leave, please subscribe. If you're new, if you're just discovering this channel, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you any monetary anything. Just click and boom. Really helps my channel out. Plus, like the video, so hit the notification bell, and leave your own ranking, your own choice for today. We're going all the way to the end of the month with this, so we'll see you tomorrow.